Now, so you guys are hearing me now. Are you guys hearing me still? Let's try to do this again, guys. Technical difficulties. Do you guys hear me still when I just switch that scene? Say, oh yeah, yup. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see how we do this show today, guys. Let's see how we do this. Hey, we're here. We're here. Thank you guys for being with me on Friday. I guess you guys didn't hear nothing that I did in the last minute or two. We're here, guys. Let's just get right into it because I don't want to waste time. There's a lot to talk about. We're gonna be talking about a lot of things. We're gonna be talking about. We're gonna have a deep dive into the immigration proposal of Joe Biden to legalize 11 million people. That's a lot of people. And that could be a lot of problems right now. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about HR Bill 484. Yo, these Democrats, bro. Yo, it's like, I'm telling you, when we joke around a lot, right? The people on the left, on the right, we conservatives joke around a lot, right? But it's like we have fun with a lot of these things, right? The left don't joke around. Everything is so serious to these people. But I'm going to tell you this, guys. TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, is real. They don't want to give this man money. When he died, they're already thinking about when Trump dies, that when he dies, they don't want to bury him or Arlington National Cemetery, and that they can't name certain things after him. Yo, bro, Democrats are infatuated, obsessed with this man. I'm like, what's wrong with these people? Because somebody let me know what is wrong with liberals. We're going to be talking about House Bill 484. We're going to be talking about Biden proposal to eliminate $50,000 worth of student debt. Is that the amount that he's going to do? I don't think so. He's I don't know if he's going back. I never heard his promise, but it's way less than 50,000. Let's talk about this. Liberals celebrate Rush Limbaugh's death. Rush Limbaugh. I never had a chance. I listened to Rush a little bit, but I really Rush wasn't my guy, plain and simple. Like, right? I had other people. I listened to a talk show host in New York City. They're called Bernie and Sid. One very conservative, and the other one like in the middle, liberal conservative type of guy there called Sid Rosenberg in New York City. I love those guys. I don't listen. I never listen too much Rush, but obviously I know who he was. I know he was an icon. I know he was the number one conservative voice on talk radio, and I know who he was, right? And okay, I understand that the man has some controversy, that he says some things that the liberals got mad of. But I mean, like, the liberals get mad at everything. Like, if you smile, the liberals get mad. I mean, I don't get it, right? But anyway, these people, they're like happy that this man died. That says a lot about people. Like think about this a little bit, right? Like, the man, God is going to judge him. Whatever he did right, whatever he did wrong, God will judge him, right? And these people are hurling insults at a piece of rotting flesh. Look at these tweets. I mean, it's telling of these people. Like, okay, like if this guy, somebody on the left dies that I don't particularly share any ideology, I believe even if I believe he's a murderer, I believe this, I believe that. I'm like, why would I go out of my way to say some stupid things and waste my energy? Like, the man is dead. The man is in the grave. It's like right now you hurl an insult at Hitler. How does that change anything? Even if he was a horrible man, which he was, obviously. But how does that change anything? But it's telling of who these people are. Look at this. Cenk Uygur. The idea that and again, you have to take this from where it comes from. Who these people are. Cenk Uygur. Cenk? The idea that you say artificial things about people after they died is weird. People do say a lot of stuff, which that's true. People do say, oh, he was such a good man. He was this. Okay. I never understood the logic of that. Rush Limbaugh was a terrible person while he was alive. He made a living by attacking the powerless. His death does not in any way change or redeem that. Who's saying that it does, bro? Like, who's saying that it does? But he has family here that I'm pretty sure you cannot take Rush's family and gobble them up or put them together with Rush's beliefs and say, oh, because I believe Rush was bad, his whole family is bad. No, like, keep it civil. I thought you there's a saying. Who is it that says this? Chris Plant, another guy that I follow. But he's in Washington D.C. He's another radio talk show host. He says, if it wasn't for liberals having two morals, right? They will have no morals at all. If it wasn't for liberals having double morals, they would not have no morals at all, right? Look what it says here. God cancel Rush Limbaugh. Aaron far left loon Ryan. Like, you just wasted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. Bette Midler. Rush Limbaugh has gone to his reward. Bet is hot. How do you know that? How do you know he's in hell? That's one misconception that people make. People believe that people die automatically, they go to heaven. A lot of people believe that. Unless you didn't like him, then you say you go to hell. But people don't know where these people are at. People don't know. Sharon Watts. Rush Limbaugh helped create today's polarized America by normalizing racism, bigotry, misogyny, and mockery. Again, they can't. I saw an interview of Rush Limbaugh like in 1990, 60 Minutes. Go check it out. That way you see he doesn't even look like Rush Limbaugh, of the one that you know now, right? He gives this Trump-esque vibe, like, you know, like this not beta male, like this alpha male type of guy, you know, this larger than life figure. He was big too. He was big guy, big. And he gives off this vibe, like, you know, this guy is a larger than life character, just like Trump. A big guy, just like Trump too. Go check it out, 60 Minutes, like in 1990, and watch the things that they say about him. And now that the time passed, you see that none of those things came to pass. He was a demagogue who got rich off hate speech, division, lies, and toxicity. That is his legacy. Look at this. Hasanabi, LMAO. Rush Limbaugh died before he could get a full week of coverage about how windmills are actually the reason why Texas is freezing, because they just like act like fans in a room. See, like, look at this. Look at this person right here, Louis Vitrell. Once I heard my aunt listen to Rush Limbaugh, I knew never to speak to that aunt again because I'm a child. I added that part. Because I'm a child. Thanks, Rush. Like, there's people, you guys know, Al Haley, he calls here all the time. He calls the show. He's my cousin. He doesn't believe in what I believe in. I'm going to excommunicate him from the family. Like, like, let's say he needs me for something. I'm gonna be like, no, you support this side of the political ideology. Like, you're excommunicated. I can't go help you out. How stupid and retarded is that? Excuse me for the word, not retarded. How idiotic and mentally damaged of this is the right here. This right here, Louis Vertel is the reason. The type of and this is they're blaming Rush for forwarding this type of ideology. And look who have this ideology, Louis Vertel. They're canceling their own family members if they believe that their family members are on the right. It's insanity of where we're at, guys. Is the video? I'm gonna have to check back and forth. Is the video? Is the sound still going? The sound still going good? I just want to make sure that the sound is still going good with you guys. I apologize for this stuff, guys. Oh man, I'm telling you guys. Is the sound still going good? I just want to make sure that the sound is good. Okay. Is it sound? Can one of you guys could just confirm? Okay, audio is good. Okay, let's keep going. Perfect. I won't check back on audio no more. Okay. These people, man, the same thing that they're accusing Rush Limbaugh of doing, the same thing. It's insanity. Guys, hit that like button, hit that share button. We got a lot to talk to you guys tonight. There's a lot on the plate. We're gonna be putting on our scuba gear, and we're gonna go deep diving in the proposal of Joe Biden to legalize 11 million people. Why are they even talking about that right now, to be honest? Like, the country's going through a pandemic. You're going to unemployment is through the roof. You're going to legalize more people to compete with Americans that legally got here. But again, liberal train of thought. Let's continue here. Andrew Cuomo, you guys remember Andrew Cuomo? Andrew Cuomo, now in the news, the savior. Oh, those presentations, Emmy Award. I don't know if he won the Emmy Award, right? Somebody in the comments could let me know. Did he get the Emmy Award for giving those presentations? The left loved them, the celebrities, the governor of America. Oh my God, he's so good. And the girls too. He's so handsome. Oh my God. This atheist, because he is an atheist, and I'm going to prove it right now. This atheist was covering the deaths of people. You guys remember, I did this video. This video is dated April 14, 2020, last year. It's about to be 1 year. Look what this guy says. This very cocky individual, a very bad human being, says about the numbers of the coronavirus in New York City were coming down. They were coming down. They were they were going on a downslope, and he automatically just says, "It's us. We did it. God had nothing to do with it."
The number is down because we brought the number down. God did not do that. Fate did not do that. Destiny did not do that.
Meanwhile, that's my video there. You heard what this guy said, right? God didn't do that. We brought the numbers down. And to put it, he was saying the truth. Like literally, he was hiding the numbers. They were hiding the numbers of the dead people in New York City. The dead elderly people in elderly homes, insanity. But the good news is that, homeboy, you gotta stop being cocky, dude. You gotta kick it down a notch. He's writing books how to deal with the pandemic. Like he's writing books and telling people, tooting his own horn while other people are tooting his horn. How do I deal with the pandemic? Now it's official. New York Governor Cuomo on the official U.S. Attorney and FBI investigation for nursing home scandal. I really hope that this investigation doesn't go by the wayside, right? I really hope this guy and he's getting Democrats are against him. Republicans are starting an investigation into impeachment and obviously in the state legislature to get this guy out of here, because this guy is just and then they ask him, right? He still hasn't taken responsibility. He still hasn't taken, like a typical politician. He still hasn't taken no responsibility. And then they ask him so about the nursing home deaths. They asked him, he was like, what does it matter? What does it matter if they died in the nursing homes or in the hospital? Dude, it matters. People want to know where did they die. You're talking about people, the parents of people. And again, how does this happen? Executive order by him. He decided to send people that are recovering from COVID, still positive. They didn't require a negative test. They decided to ship them back to nursing home where there are the most vulnerable age group to the coronavirus. He thought that was a great idea. And mind you, after Donald J. Trump sent them, you remember what he sent them? Mercy ship, the ship. I think that he didn't sell one patient, the ship. And he could have sent those people there. Yet he decided to send them back to the nursing home with the most vulnerable people there. Let's see what it says here. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is under investigation by the United States Attorney for the East District of New York for his administration's fatal decision to send COVID-19 patients into nursing home in the early days of the pandemic. The FBI is also involved in the investigation. It has been revealed in recent days that the nursing home decision may have led to thousands of more preventable deaths than Cuomo had originally reported. The investigation in its infancy could mean serious problems for Cuomo, and I hope it does. I hope it doesn't go by the wayside like the Hunter Biden laptop, who is already facing calls from both sides of the political aisles for impeachment. So big that even AOC, Rush, I got this from Rush, right? I'll probably remember Rush for the rest of my life and while I'm doing this because of this. He said this like this. And you guys have heard me said this here. Alexandro Ocasio-Cortez, he said this, like, bro, he says it like a Spaniard accent. Like, nobody says it like that, Rush. And he's like, Alexandro Ocasio-Cortez. I'm like, relax, man. Just Alexandria, man. Ocasio-Cortez. Americanize it, right? Americanize the thing. Even she's calling for a full investigation into this guy, man, into Andrew Cuomo, who hasn't accepted responsibility yet. And I don't know if he's going to even accept responsibility. Do you have a seatbelt? Seatbelt on your seat? Sit down. Tie it down. Strap yourself down. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Prepare to laugh. Prepare to witness, Trump derangement syndrome at its fullest expressions. in people that we believe, right? We believe that these politicians, oh no, these people are smart. These people are just like you and me. They're just like you and me. These people, some of these people are full of hate, just like everybody else, like some people out here, man. To be honest, look at this. This is a real bill. This is real right here. HR 484. This is a bill that is supposed to prohibit certain former presidents. Look what I said, certain. I'm not saying names, right? But I'm going to read it and you guys just insert the name that you think belongs there, right? Certain former presidents of federal funds, right? For different commemorations, right? For different things, right? One of those being, for example, being buried in Arlington National Cemetery, right? Okay, let's read a little bit of House Bill 484. I'm gonna give you, this is the legal bill, and then we're gonna go into a story and how the Republicans reacted to this. Relax, you're gonna see this. You're gonna be like, yo, these people are insane. Look what it says. To prohibit the use of federal funds for the commemoration of certain former presidents and for other uses. This is Bill 484 again. Look what it says. Notwithstanding blah, blah, blah. Look. Create and display any symbol, monument, or statue commemorating any former president that has been twice impeached by the House of Representatives or before the day of enactment of this act. Who is that, might you ask? I don't know. You give me the name of that twice impeached person. Name, designate, or redesignate a federal building or federal land or in commemoration of any former president that has been twice impeached by the House of Representatives or on before the day of enactment of this act. You cannot give them any fund. Okay. Restriction of federal funds for property bearing the name of certain former presidents. Notwithstanding any other provision of the law, no federal funds or other federal financial assistance may be provided to a state, political subdivision thereof, or any entity in such funds or finance assistance will be used for the benefit of the building, land, structure, installation, or any other property that bears the name or is designated to in commemoration of, listen to this, wait for it, any former president that has been twice impeached by the House of Representatives. Who is that, guys? Who is it that these Democrats, Donald Trump is not in office. Who is it that these Democrats are thinking about when they're making these bills that they don't want money, federal money to be used for this twice impeached president because they cannot sleep at night? Because they're thinking of this twice impeached president. Who is this twice impeached president? Might you ask, who is it? Who is it? Who is this twice impeached president? Somebody in the chat, let me know, please. Remind me, who is this twice impeached president that they cannot seem to get their minds off even when the dude is not in office? How can you think about a person so much? The dude is not in office. Donald J. Trump is not in office. Why are Democrats constantly thinking about this man? What did he do? I want to know, what did he do? What did he do? Like, none of this stuff, like, these people, I just don't know. Like, they say these outlandish things. Like, no, he's racist and he's this. To this day, nobody has been able to prove to me that Donald Trump is racist. No unequivocal evidence that Donald Trump is racist. Oh, because in the 1970s, there was a story that he did not want to rent to black people in his building. Is that true? What happened to that court case? They took him to court. What happened to that court case? Did they find him guilty? You found out. You saying it. You must know. So much, it's so much craziness, to be honest, guys. When these people are constantly thinking, and watch the responses from some of these Republicans. Let me see if I find it here. This is a story from the Washington Examiner. They don't want him. Look what it says. House Democrats introduce a bill to bar twice impeached former presidents from burial at Arlington National Cemetery and obviously using any funds for commemorations of buildings, etc., that bear the name of this person, right? So let me see if I find Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Illinois Republican. Listen to this. Look at this. Look at this. Illinois Republican Rep. Mary Miller slammed the bill for its apparent obsession with Trump. Look, and I quote, seems as though no matter where he's buried, he will be living forever in your minds. Nothing says unity like a bill targeting one person, she wrote on Twitter. Donald Trump will be living forever in the minds of the Democratic Party. Look what else it says. I won't say yet, but we have tremendous support. I'm looking at poll numbers that are through the roof. He said during an interview on Newsmax. This was Donald Trump saying whether he's going to run in 2024. He still doesn't know 100% if he's going to run in 2024. But if he's run, listen, guys, I will vote for Trump just to see the Democrats go crazy, to be honest, guys. Just to see the Democrats go crazy. Time is flying by. Let's get into this deep dive. We're going to get into the deep dive. I'm not even going to cover this, the student loan situation. Let me just run through it real quick. Student loan situation. He was asked, are you going to, a lot of people in the Democratic Party, especially the progressive wings of progressives are pushing, including Chuck Schumer and Elizabeth Warren are pushing for student loan forgiveness of $50,000. Biden says, not happening. We might do 10,000, but I still want it to go through Congress, right? Through the legal process. I'm not sure if he says he doesn't want to do it through legislative executive order. I'm like, why not? What number is this going to be? Like number 50th, right? They want to push the student loan forgiveness. And my question is student loan forgiveness fair for everybody, right? First of all, in the student loan forgiveness of the debt of federal loans, not obviously private loans or whatever, it's just federal loans, right? I haven't been able to find what is the impact of that to the people of the United States, to the taxpayer of the United States. I'm not sure how is that going to impact the people that pay the taxes. But is it fair? A lot of I'm gonna tell you right now. To Biden's credit, he said that he will not, if they do pass this, he's not gonna be forgiving the loans of people that went to like Ivy League schools and big private school, Penn State, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Big schools, right? Brown, Harvard, et cetera. Like, why should they took a loan? They signed this law. They signed this loan. I'm sorry, and they took it upon them to make these crazy, to make these get in debt so heavily. Why should they be forgiven? Right? I've seen some of these people that do have these student loans. They are out here vacationing. They are out here buying cars, leases, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Why should they be forgiven? That's all I'm asking. If there is the only way that I would approve to this, and again, I haven't been able to find if there is a cost to the American taxpayer. And if you guys know if there's a cost to the American taxpayer, let me know in the comments. I don't know. If there is no cost to the American taxpayer, then yeah. But it might be a cost to the American taxpayer because if Biden is saying only 10 grand, not 50K, then there might be a cost. And he actually says it also might be illegal for them to do this. Again, I mean, I understand where these people are, but these people signed these loans and they did this. Are people that take federal housing loans, HUD loans, they buy homes, can they get $10,000, $50,000 forgiven of their homes? Yeah, they bought a house that's $400,000, first home. They bought a house $400,000, $500,000, $500,000, and they want to, now they see that they bought too much home for their first home. Can they get $10,000, $50,000 forgiven from their federal housing loans? Can that be possible? You let me know. Let's get into this deep dive here into this Democratic plan by Joe Biden to make legal, right, or legalize 11 million illegal immigrants in the United States of America. First of all, you guys know I'm an immigrant, but I'm a law-abiding immigrant. I believe that the laws are here for a reason. I believe that we come to this country, to this great country that literally opens up its arm to us because this is a country of law and order, unlike a lot of our countries that we leave behind. We come here, we want the laws to be followed. We enjoy the fact that if we call 911, they're gonna come. For the most part, we can't say the police are corrupt. Are there corrupt police? Yes. We call 911. The fire department comes. We enjoy that. 911. The ambulance comes. We enjoy that. We like the health benefits. We like the work. We love the economy. We love the country. We like everything about the United States. But we come here and we did it by law. You guys know my story. My parents came legal. Jackie, I went and bought. I bought. They got leftists are gonna cancel me because that when I said I bought my wife. No, I brought Jackie from Dominican Republic too, also legal. She just became a citizen of the United States about a year and a half ago, actually. So everything was legal. Why should we reward people that come into the United States breaking the law? Why? Why? I'm just saying, just because they could walk over. Is that fair? Let's read a little bit into what he's trying to say, what he wants to do. 11 million at this moment in time, when we're going through a pandemic and when there is so many people looking for work, legalizing 11 million people will take a sledgehammer to minorities and people of low income who are looking for work. Who are looking for work and have been here their whole lives all legally and have been born here. They're American citizens. And now you're just going to take 11 million and just legalize them. And it's a huge problem, right? It's a huge problem. Let's read a little bit. We're going to read this whole story because it's important. It's, again, sit down. If you want to know about the immigration situation, especially coming from an immigrant, if you want to know the details, sit down. I want to hear you guys. I want to hear you guys are... thoughts on this when I open up the lines, and it's going to be shortly, maybe in a couple of minutes. Let's go. Democrats in Congress have formally introduced President Joe Biden's new immigration bill that proposes sweeping changes favoring millions of aliens already in the country despite a lack of public support from Republicans. Republicans are not supporting this at all. Let's read here. The U.S. Citizenship Act provides an earned path to citizenship for our nation's undocumented community with qualifying dreamers, TPS, which makes no sense to me. The TPS is, look what it stands for: temporary protected status. People that when they came here, they know it was temporary. Now, when they are here, they want to stay forever. Holders and essential farm workers that feed American eligible for green cards immediately, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said. We must honor this truth that immigrants are the constant reinvigoration of America, making America more American as they're bringing their hopes, courage, and determination to succeed to our shores, she added. I believe that. I believe that immigrants bring a lot of hope. They bring a lot of new energy that is needed, right? Because it's like they're hungry, right? And I think it's good. Besides, it's the history, it's the legacy of the United States of America. This is a country of immigrants, 100%. But it has to be legal. There has some problems with this bill right here already. This bill doesn't account for any type of reinforcement of the southern border at all. So we're gonna legalize people. We're not gonna reinforce the southern border. What is the signal saying? What is what signal are you sending to South America and to people in general? Come, because one day they're going to legalize you here. No matter how long it takes, come. Just make sure you stay in here. And now more what this guy Biden is doing, that people had to wait in Mexico to ask for asylum. Now no more 72 hours in custody. U.S. Border Patrol, after 72 hours, they will send you out to the world. They will send you out into the United States of America and let you, here's your appointment. Make sure you come back. How is that, guys? Is that insanity or what? Like, they give an appointment to these people that are coming here illegally. Like, they broke the law and they expect them to come back and do the process. Like, I mean, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But let's keep reading here. Let's see what is, let me see what it says here, blah, 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 right? So it's actually going to offer this is the way they want to do it, right? They want to, anybody that came in before January 1st of this year, before, and can prove that might be eligible for this, right? Okay. They will legalize you. They will give you a temporary legal protection for 5 years. After 5 years, you go 3 more years as a resident, and then you go apply for your citizenship. You go actually become a citizen. Let's see what the GOP is saying. Let's see what the GOP is saying. Some GOP members have already expressed their opposition to the approach of the proposed reforms. No, this is not the right time, and certainly not the right set of policies, Rep. Bill Johnson, our Ohio, wrote in Twitter, pointing to the pandemic. Let's focus on Americans who are struggling right now. Can we do that? Can we take it? Can we get past this pandemic, and can we worry about anybody else? Can we worry about Americans? Can we worry about legal residents with green cards that did align, like Jackie, like me, like my parents, that did align and merit the full U.S. government to be behind them? Can we do that first before we start in taking in more people, and we start in legalizing more people? Because it's gonna affect, and they're gonna talk here. Look at this. Look at this. Jim Jordan, man, I like Jim Jordan. Let me see. Not yet. Let's not get into Jim Jordan first. Let's get into this one. The left wants to fund this border security around the Capitol. Listen to this, the irony. They want to fund border security around the Capitol, but they don't want to fund a border wall at our southern border. How hypocritical is that? You guys remember after the Capitol attack? End of the world. Okay, 4 people died. Yes, or 5. Yes, horrible situation. Horrible. They didn't act like this when the cities were burning, but when they took the fire to their court, no, it's the end of the world for them. Rep. Jim Jordan from Ohio, ranking member of the House of Judiciary Committee, said in a statement that the Biden immigration proposal is blatantly partisan and disregards the country's safety and economy. Safety right off the back. You're taking people 72 hours just on this point alone. Right now, so now because of the Biden executive order, I'm guessing, you're able to take spend 72 hours in U.S. custodies, and then they let you go in. Do they give you a coronavirus test? What do they do with you? We're in a pandemic, and you're just going to release people into the United States, have no idea where they're going. You have no idea who these people are. It rewards those who broke the law and floods listen to this, the labor market at a time when millions of Americans are out of work. He said President Biden's radical proposal is a non-starter and should be rejected by Congress. The criticism from the GOP was echoed by Heritage Action, the political wing of Conservative Heritage Foundation. The latest move would only further harm Americans already struggling from our health and economic national crisis caused by the ongoing pandemic and government responses, said Jessica Anderson, the organization executive director. That's just facts. That's just it. That's just 100%. It is what it is. 120%. You can't just. Let me see this. Give me 1 second, guys. You can't just legalize 11 million people and not think about the repercussions, to be honest. Like, what are we thinking? Could we wait until the country gets healthy all over again, and then maybe we could start talking about that? But yet these people, they're like, right away? No, man. Could we relax with that? Could we relax with that? I guess not. All right, guys. The number to call is 646-470-1077. Let me take 1 or 2 calls. Let me know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think. It's insanity. But hey, this is the Democratic Party of 2021. To be honest, people are mad at Joe Biden because he he said no, we're only gonna give you guys, I could give you guys 10,000 in student forgiveness loan. They're just talking about so much about money and giving to people, and giving, and let's open up the border and let's do this and let's do that. And I'm like, are we taking into account anything? Like, what are we thinking about? Like, seriously, what exactly are we thinking about? Let me see. I want to talk to you guys. Also in the chat, in the chat. I'll be listening. For the people that are scared to talk to me, I will be in the chat also, reading the chat. Let me see here. Let's see what we got. Let me say what's up to everybody's up in here. Redeem, Morgan, Bad 8, Dan, Macho 2.0, in La Casa. Let's go. Ronnie, as always. Science Girl. Let's go. KG Obando in the house. A bunch of people up in here. Thank you so much, guys, for being La Dona Villalobos. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Let me read some of these while somebody gets the mustard to call in. Let me see. Okay. Ronnie says new video shows California cops fatally shoot black man after jaywalking stop. Where is BLM? I didn't see that, Ronnie. I gotta look into that. Let me see. I gotta look into that to see what happened. Let me see. Bad A Dan says they did not use the bloody hospital ship. Why Trump sent it to them with millions of support in dollars. Yeah, that is true. I saw the ship actually. I was coming up from Jersey and I saw the ship coming into the New York City harbor there, and they didn't use it. Ronnie says TD at its finest. I'm guessing you're talking about the 484 HR bill, which is incredible. Let me see. Ronnie, stop it, Ronnie. Sorry, Ronnie, what are you saying, Ronnie? Ronnie's like, Trump lives rent-free in the Democrats' minds. Ronnie, come on, Ronnie. Why you do that to them, man? Redeem. If you're going to forgive loans, let me see, forgive. Okay, if you're going to forgive loans, you should be, by saying no to Ivy League schools, you are being biased to a certain type of people. More socialism. You're being biased to a certain class of people. Redeem. There you go. Thinking like a true Democrat, because that's how they think. Everything they think about constant division, right? Let's divide people based on the color of their skin. Let's divide people on division constantly, right? Let me see. Morgan is, hey, listen, hey, y'all, listening while working, driving. Hey, Morgan is on call again, I'm seeing. Let me see, bra ba bang. Let me see. Redeem says, I get you are on the legal part. I mean, he's talking about the immigration part. My stepdad came from DR 30 years ago and never got his papers. He went to a lawyer and was told he will have to go back, and my mom will have to petition, which can take years. He has work and pay taxes, so I would love for him to be able to get the visa. Okay, this is a big problem that I believe that the United States they send mixed messages when they do this, and that's why people. This might be one of the reasons that people keep coming. Okay, if you're illegal in the United States, why does the United States government allow you to pay taxes? Can somebody explain that to me? Why? So they're not interested in giving you papers. They're interested in you paying taxes. Yes. What type of message is that sending to people? That's no good. That's no bueno, as they say, right? So that's a problem that I found myself thinking about, a conundrum. Like, okay, espérate. Wait up. Let's step back, right? You don't have your papers, but you're able to pay taxes. So in the future, you're able to prove that you pay taxes. So that's why people keep coming then. That's one of the messages that people see. Like, if you come, you maybe one day you're gonna pay taxes, which is guys. Well, a country needs borders, plain and simple. A country, your house needs a door. If not, it won't be your house. United States needs border, and it needs borders where it doesn't let just anybody in for any reason. Why would Joe Biden take that policy away that they will wait in Mexico? Why? It's Mexico's fault that they're in there in the first place. So shouldn't they be dealing with them? Shouldn't they be dealing with the people that they let them in, whether willingly or not, but they let them in because they were doing their job in the border. So why should the United States have to deal with them? You know, it's funny because they could ask for asylum in their countries also. They could ask for asylum in their own countries, yet they don't do that. Some of these people take these crazy journeys with family members in these caravans, walking, young children. Ask that in Mexico. Okay. A lot of these people, they are economic migrants. I was one of them. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Economic migrants. I get it. Like, I get it. My parents were. That's the reason that they came here. And I understand. But there's a process to be done. And everything is not, everything is not, you just do what you want, right? Let me see. Redeem says, bro, Spain won't let you in if your passport is expiring in less than 6 months. But here, there is no such law. Yo, they're crazy in Spain. In Spain is crazy that they won't let you in if your passport is expiring in less than 6 months. That's crazy right there. So if you're like there on a business trip. No, I'm there on a business trip. I'll be back. They won't let you in. That's insanity, man. That's insanity. There's different countries, and again, and Spain has the right to do that. There's different policies, there's different laws in different countries, and they all have the right to say and do as they see fit, as they believe is in the benefit of their people. And that's what I believe should be happening. The United States citizenry needs to be taken into account when you talk about, okay, let's legalize all these people. To be honest, I think there's gonna be a lot of a pushback for this bill right now in the United States of America from the Congress and from the people of the United States of America who don't want people to come into their labor market when they can't find jobs themselves and have more competition. Like, let's just legalize people and let's reward these people. I don't think that's the way to do it. I think we need to we need to think about this a little bit more. But again, this is the left. So, hey, what you gonna do? Guys, we're gonna shut it up. It's 8:57. I know we go a little bit further today, but we're gonna shut it up. I'm going down to obviously a show in Espanol with my wife. That way I take care of a couple of things here that I gotta take care of with this situation here, with these problems that I'm having. And I know it's actually even freezing a little bit with you guys out there, but this is what it is, guys, when you are a go-getter. When you are, well, let me rephrase that. I don't want to act like I'm tooting my own horn. When you are what's the word? An entrepreneur. You got to do a lot of these things yourself, and some of these things sometimes don't happen the way that you think that they're gonna happen. There's so much, especially on this YouTube technical stuff. Computers act up, things act up, and it's insanity, dude. But let's finish up like I always finish up, guys. Thank you so much for the people that are always supporting me and what I do here on this channel. I'm really grateful for you guys, the people that I'm knowing by name, right? I know it because it's a lot of the same people that are supporting me. You guys come here every Friday and you spend these couple of minutes with me talking gibberish and spending some good old time. Thank you. Let's pray. Thank you, Father, for being good to us. Thank you for this weekend, Lord. Thank you for our family members. Thank you for our jobs. Thank you for everything that we have. Father that's in heaven, I ask you that you help us be content, Lord, with what we have, that we cherish everything, that we cherish the bathroom having hot water, that we cherish that food that we don't like, that we cherish our beat up cars, Lord, that at least we have cars, that we cherish our little homes, that at least we have homes. Help us be content, Lord, with everything that we have. I ask you that you bless all the people that listen to the Valentine show, that you guide them and that you bless them in everything that they do in their jobs, and that you bless their families. God, protect them and bless them. Thank you, Lord. I ask you in Jesus' name. Amen. Guys, enjoy your weekends. Thank you so much for being here again. I am Valentine. God bless. God speed me, Valentine. I am out. See you en el show de Valentín.